one.
Hello, my name is Christy Terry and I am the Alaska Railroad Port Manager in Seward. Annually, we have approximately 230,000 cruise ship passengers and 100,000 short tons of cargoes through our strategic ice-free deep water port. Here in Seward, the Alaska Railroad has 320 acres of tidelands and uplands that includes our right-of-way and also land that we obtained after the 1964 earthquake in a trade with the city of Seward. In the foreground of this picture, you will see a cruise ship docked at our cruise ship dock. This dock was built in 1965, originally for freight, and much of the Trans-Alaska Pipeline was brought into Alaska over this dock. In the background to the top of the slide is our freight dock that was built in 2001 to help with the aging cruise ship dock and to separate our freight from the increase in passenger operations. Both docks are in very high demand, with the cruise dock nearing the end of its useful life, dock needing to be lengthened and widened to meet our busy vessel docking schedule. So we applied for and obtained a Tiger grant that allowed us to complete a 2017 master planning document for the port to include alternatives to meet our current and future demand and to improve safety, efficiency, and our capacity. From that process, it confirmed prioritizing replacement of the cruise ship dock and expansion of our freight dock. Now, I will turn it over to our Marine Facilities Program Manager, Liz Greer, with our project management group, and she'll update you on these projects. Thank you.
I'm Liz Greer with the Alaska Railroad and a marine engineer by background. And as Christy said, one of our priorities is the Seward Dock Replacement Project. And this project we're put out on the streets as a private-public partnership. Basically, we're looking for some private investment to reconstruct this facility. The developer would build it and lease it as a concession from the railroad. Basically a partner with us for operations of the cruise ship terminal. The way we did this was to set up a scope of what the contractor needs to do, which is basically build us a new terminal. They need to operate it, manage it, and then maintain it during the life of the lease, avoid interruption of existing cruise traffic or rail traffic, and occasionally provide for off-season mooring of our freight vessels. We also added some aspired scope, which we'd like them to consider. Basically looking at some commercial concessions in the other lease areas that the railroad has available. Look at how can they improve passenger access to the local community, and is there an opportunity for the public use in the off-season? And on the technical end, we gave them a performance criteria, things that we had to have the dock work technically as. And then we pretty much left it up to the developers. Come up with the concepts that will work for you guys. Here's the area you can look at, basically a sandbox that they can develop. They might just want to put in a new dock, a new building, or perhaps some uplands development, or maybe a larger facility across the old coal terminal and available land that they could utilize for a larger commercial development. So right now we have shortlisted the developers, came up with a preferred developer, and are in negotiations with them, and hopefully we'll be concluding that soon. And we're looking to start construction in 2021 on this project. The other project, the freight dock, also the needs are great, as Christy mentioned, and it was identified to increase the mooring capacity, berthing, and uplands cargo movement. So the plan on this is to lengthen the dock to about 1,000 feet, make it wider, and that will accommodate larger vessels, more vessels, and the moving of cargo more efficiently. There is an element of this project also that will look to take Port Avenue and connect it into the Seward Highway, tentatively through an airport connection road. And this project is going to be led as a CMGC, Construction Management General Contractor. And it's a little different where the railroad will hire both a designer and a contractor to work together to come up with the best solution based on the contractor's capabilities. We have been given a MARAD grant that was recently awarded, And we are working with the Maritime Marine Administration to get our pre-award authority so we can start designing this next year early and get into construction in about 2023. So we look forward to seeing both of these projects on the street. And thank you for your time.